Param pam 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 pam. Pam 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 pam. Guys, I don't know. I have some time. I have some time between now and 9, and so I said, well, why not? I said maybe, you know, I can do something. Maybe I can do something. So, what we are working on... Wait. Hello, beautiful people. So what we are trying to... So the the structure that we were working on yesterday is basically done, right? That one is basically completed. But now I said, why not, since I have to do a release anyway, I have to do a release, right? Why not trying to push in also few other buildings that are nearly ready? Well, nearly ready, I don't know, that can be made ready. And so, yeah, and so I said, maybe we can, right? Maybe we can. Maybe we can put it in. So what we are working on is the Conclave of the Glyphs, which is a building dedicated to one of the two gods of the game. It is not me, but it's one of the two gods. And is the creator of the glyphs, and these are the symbols of the 6 different glyphs. Actually this one and this one are duplicated, I don't know why, so I will have to check that. Also this one and this one are duplicated. Okay, didn't put all the right ones, so we have to change it, but it's fine. We will have to remember to change these ones. And so I'm trying to see if I can add additional element, improve a bit the geometry. For example, these columns, you know, are very stupid, are very plain. And so what I was trying to add this, right? So a bit of a additional detail to the column, right? And yeah, because I think we can do it. So the idea would be very simply to duplicate. I don't know why these columns are not round, but it's fine. They are not round. Okay. So we will duplicate this. I would like to have this building also into the game. The only problem is where to place it. Because in theory, there is a temple of Talad in the... Whose god is this? It's Talad. Talad. In theory, there is a shrine in Ojaveda, right? This is what I was checking. So if you look at the PS Wiki, under Ojaveda, there is, it says that there is a shrine, but it's just saying shrine, right? It's not saying full temple. So in reality, the main temple of Talad is in Gug, right? It's at the back of Gug. There are like few columns and a kind of a symbol. And I don't know, maybe we should place it there. Maybe we should place it behind Gug. So I don't know where to place it, pretty much. I have no idea where to place it. If we place it in Oja, I think would be nice. But I feel it may be a bit too big, right? Even if the style is similar. So in terms of style, I think it may be okay for Oja. I think it may be okay for Oja. Anyway, this temple is really to be improved, because at the moment it's very simple. There is basically nothing inside, and I don't even know how big it is, right? If it's big enough, actually. That is something that I will have to figure out. I mean, increasing the size, unfortunately, is not very simple, because we will have to change pretty much all the proportions, right? And I think that increasing the size, maybe we can make a lower level and we can make an upper level, right? So that maybe we can do. So if we, but also that will not be very easy, as you can see, because yeah, I think an upper level will be hard. The back wall is very thin, so there is no space for a ladder or a stair. I could put a stair. I could put a stair here, and because I don't know. I will have to think about it. I will have to think about it. Let me bring in the character reference though. Let me bring in the character reference. Character reference is this guy. Okay. Character reference. Oh wow. The character seems to be fairly small. So in reality the temple is very big. In reality the temple is pretty big. I don't know if... I mean, this door I just added now, I don't know, in originally it was just like this, right? So this was the... This was the door originally. Somewhere you can go only with a mystical experience, like up in the big mountain. So you mean that it's hard to find? You know, it seems that, I mean, if that is really... There is 4 meters. And there is 5 meters. So yeah, it's fairly big. It's fairly big. It's fairly big. It's fairly big, actually. We will have to try with a car. I don't like this. I don't like these things. I don't know. It's weird. I mean, these things are... The fact that they're made a bit broken, you know, fake broken. And by the way, they're extremely big, right? They are 0.5. So 0.5, you cannot step on it. So I think that this part we will have to redo somehow. I think the overall structure is okay, but anyway, let's go step by step. So at least the columns now. At least the columns now have some decoration, right? It's not very visible, but yeah, you see, these are the decorations. And it is in all 6. So it's slightly nicer. We could have a lower ground level, maybe. Maybe. Not like an ordinary temple, but another carrot in the game. Well, in theory, these are the faction halls, right? It is another faction hall. So I want for every faction to have a special building. For every faction to have a special building. That is the idea. And the special building will be... I don't know why this thing looks slightly off compared to the border, but okay. Maybe it's this one that is slightly off compared to the border, I don't know. What is doing? What is doing? You see that this thing has been done very strangely. Like, for example, there is a hole, right? There is a hole with the shape of the... It is very strange. Who does that? Who does that? Some parts of this building are very weird. Also this column, right? Do we want to have the same... Well, outside they have this, which is nice. But inside... They don't have that, right? So they don't have... Which is basically... a repetition of this, in theory, right? So in theory, if I duplicate this and I move it up, pretty much is what it is. Right? Yes. Can we do it without interfering with the outside? Looks like. Also because I think that this thing is half done, no? Oh no, it's full. It's full. I'm trying to improve it a bit. This is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to improve it a bit and see. And see if we can make it final, right? We can make it in a way that we like. How much space we have here? Because maybe we can have some niche, right? We can have some niche. How much space? Wait. No, we don't have a lot of space. Because there is this hole on this side, so we basically have 0 space. Holy. I don't understand why there is this thing here. What is the purpose of this? I don't know. Is it the same on the other side? Yes. It's a bit strange, but fine. It's kind of weird. These stones also. Okay, let me try to fix these symbols, because these symbols are really wrong, right? The symbols are really wrong. You can only join if you have high level faction present. Yeah, I mean all the faction guild houses will be in tiers, right? So you can enter certain rooms also if you are not affiliated with the faction, but then there will be other rooms that you can enter only if you are high rank, right, with the faction. So that's the idea. I don't know yet how to do it, but this is how I want to do it. Yeah. So let me see. Yeah, but yeah, so we have to think how to do it though, because being able to go through a door is not where do I have the glyphs? I sent it to this guy for sure. It was already 2 months ago. I'm searching. I cannot find the files that I sent, but I can find the glyphs just under glyphs. I think we have glyphs. Oh my god, come on. I cannot find them. No. It's impossible. What do you mean? Bah. I can export them again. I mean, I have them all in here, obviously, right? But I don't know why I cannot find the zip file with all the glyphs. That's kind of strange. We have them all here. Just don't understand why. Glyphs Azure. Yeah, exactly. Glyphs Azure. So it should be there. Let me try again in another directory. We have too many directories. All glyphs. Ah, I found it. Was under the other. Was under the other directory, the one where we stored the final files. Okay, so these are all the glyphs. So which ones are we missing? Okay, so we have right now, it will be nice if they are positioned for opposite ways, right? So the crystal being opposite to the dark, right? And I think that is already the way it is, because if you look here, it is the crystal and it is the dark. So they are actually already opposite. But then, for whatever reason, there is... so we are missing the brown. Yeah, we are missing the brown and we have 2 times the azure. So we are missing the brown and the red, actually. We are missing the brown and the red. We are missing the brown and the red. Now the only question is, do I want the brown and the red to be here? Good question. Oh fuck, who did this picture? It's completely wrong. You serious? Bro, this is not the way, come on. This is not the way. Yeah, this is the way. Exactly. This is the way. So we can have crystal and dark, and then we should have blue on the left. These are glyph icons, but anyway, that's blue. This one is blue, right? So blue on the left, and I would say higher. So I think that why there is that symbol? Because he why? That is strange. I think there are baked wait a second. There are baked ambient occlusion for whatever reason. Yeah, there are. Okay, now there are no more. So we want to have the blue there, and we want to have the azure on the side, which is this, right? The azure on the side, yes, which is this. So this is already correct. This one we can delete because it's duplicate. And then we want to have the brown and the red. So this is wrong. We need the brown and the red, right? Uh-oh, it's super small. It's kind of a weird scale, but is this the right scale? I don't know, it seems to be a bit bigger. Probably like that. So I did by 2 by 0.9. Okay, so in theory they should be all the same now. Why? I can't edit the shit. I don't know why. So we said what did we say? The brown to the left. The brown to the left. And the red there. Okay, so now they are correct. Well, I don't know. Anyway, did we rotate them or not? Maybe it's not a good idea to rotate them actually. Okay. Okay. Okay, guys. A place where everybody can see, but only small number can join. Yeah. I think we will have some quests as well inside of this. I have to rework a lot of the quest and the progression, but I will do it. I want to put some buildings in the game, in new areas, new locations, and then we will design some of the quest, and we will see. We will see. Okay, so I think that is okay. Can I move it into glyphs? Yes. Okay. I mean, pretty much all of this will have to go then together, but I mean, the material is so-so. We will see if we want to keep exactly this material or not. But I mean, obviously now here you see it without any shadows, so it looks worst, right? In reality, it will look nicer compared to this. So okay, so the glyphs are okay. I was thinking if here we need something or not. And if we can actually create a second level or not. Now, I found some nice items, right? Like this one, this one, right? They are not too bad. And I think that they fit kind of the style. 2,174 triangles for one freaking thing. I think the reason is that it's very... But anyway, maybe we can keep it. The problem will be to understand what material they have, right? If they have stupid materials, and I guess they will have. I mean, it's not stupid materials, but basically are materials that are designed only for that particular bench. Yeah, you see, so it's fully mapped. So you can reuse this material only for this bench, right? Which is good and bad. I mean, it's good because it gives you more control, right? But it's bad because you basically need to have one material per object, right? And that's super costly. We can still do it if you really want, but I don't know. But yeah, there are some nice pieces here. Maybe not the coffin, but there are some nice pieces that maybe we can use. This is where we took the door. And yeah. So the idea is, should we model? I mean, should we put inside of this some of the furniture pieces or no? I think that the furniture pieces would be best if they are actually separate, right, in the game, so that you can actually drop them. Or maybe both, right? It can be part of the model and then it can also be dropped separately as a... Just trying to understand how big this is. Wow. It's super small. Yeah, because it's the temple that is insanely big. So in theory, you know, considering the sides, this needs to be steps. I think we need to create steps. I think we need to create steps here. You see how the guy did it? He did it very... I mean, it was basically cheating. Yeah, it's basically cheating. So there is nothing else, the same piece above, just copy it over, right? So it's a full cheat. And also, I would say it didn't even copy the best part of it. Because I would argue that, well, I don't know, maybe not. Maybe it did. No, I think it's fine actually. Yeah, but we need to create some stairs, right? Because otherwise, how can you walk up? That thing That thing is half a meter. That thing is half a meter. Also, of all of this, we don't need any part of the bottom, right? Should we delete it, or we don't give a shit? In theory, all of this is completely useless to us, right? All of that can be deleted. And the same on this side. All of this can be deleted. Where do we want the stairs? We want the stairs here or in the middle? And if we have it in the middle, do we want to have a fence? Actually, there was a fence here that I've seen. Where is it? No? Oops, I'm going the opposite direction. But, this one is not really... It's not really the proper style. It's not really the proper style, actually. I mean, we can change it. We can make the pillars, the pillars, we can make them round and vertical, right? We can change the pillars. Maybe. But yeah, there is a bit of work to do to actually make this temple look decent, because at the moment it's super simple, right? So it's the simplicity. I mean, outside I think is good, but inside is insanely simple. So, for example, right? If we say that if we say, for example, that this area is closed, right? How tall is this, though? Because this seems to be like 1 meter. Or, no, 1 meter. I mean, 2 meters. How tall is this? It's 1.2. Okay, 1.2 is okay. I think 1.2 is reasonable. So, I think if we change, I think we really need to change the... Unfortunately, right? We need to change these things. These things are really not in the same style, right, of what we have in this temple. So we have to change them with simple pillars, because the temple is very simple, because this god is a very simple god. Is this too much, or... Nah. 16 faces. Only 16 faces. Let me see how a 12 looks like. If it's too rough. If it's too rough, I'm going to do more. I think 12 is nice. I think 12 is nice. Uh-oh, I pressed something I should not have pressed. Yeah, now the problem is to center this thing, right? But we can do it. The problem is to center that thingy. Perhaps there's a road on a mountain, but with a closed bridge down, open only if you have the skill. Yeah, we have to think how to do it for this. If you have the skill, because yes, I want to do it that way, but how can I block it? Because another player, right? Another player can just go in and do it for you, and open it for you, and then you can pass, right? Because it is a multiplayer game, so unfortunately, being a multiplayer game, right, you can do a bit of what you want. If another player helps you, I mean, which is good and bad, right? Maybe it's good. Maybe it's good that that is possible, but why it looks like it's not centered to me? Strange. Actually, because it's not. Now center. Now, in terms of UV, I don't think we need anything super special, right? We need just yeah, pretty much. This would be enough. But yeah, I don't need at the top and the bottom, huh? Top and the bottom. I can delete. Easy. So I don't know, I have to think about it a bit. I don't know. I have to think about it. I have to think how to back to my flying solution, only if you can fly. Wow. Only if you can fly. It's not a bad idea. But we can do it differently, right? We can do it in two ways. We can do it with a teleport. So there is basically a platform, right? There is a platform here that you touch, and so you jump on this platform, and this platform is teleporting you to another platform, you know, inside a temple. But this means that the door must be closed. But okay, we can do that. So this could be a teleport, right? This could be a teleport. That could be a way. Another way, yes, could be a jump, but a jump sounds a bit stupid, right? So that every time you have to enter the temple, you go on this thing, and this thing pushes you into the temple. I think it looks weird. I think it looks very weird. I don't know. I have to think about it, but yeah, maybe the teleport is a solution. Maybe the teleport is a solution. Possible. Maybe. Okay, so let's say that boom, my face. GG. Okay, so now now the only problem will be to say what is the color of this thing, right? So we want it, do we want it in that color or do we want it in this color? I think that maybe we need maybe it will be a third one. I mean, will not be one, will not be the other, right? But potentially now, what are those small dots? What is that? Ah, it's the okay. Yeah. Now, because I'm thinking that if we, I don't know if I want to stretch it horizontally, right? So that it actually fits. Right, we could do this and it actually fits into that. Probably. It's a bit of a pity because we then lose the thingy. We lose the proportions, right? We lose the proportions with the column, but fine. So if we decide that, oh fuck! I just realized that it is not what I was thinking. These columns are not centered. These columns are not centered. Shit. Okay. No, because I was thinking to have the same, you know, on this side, but it's not possible because, you know, this column is not in the right place, and if I put this column in the right place, then probably here there is too much space in the middle, and the reason for that is because there is this block that I cannot move, right? Well, we can still, I mean, if we want to close it, right, I can still close it this way, and I can have a double of this, and then I can just cut it at the column, right? So we can have something like, you know, that, and then we merge them, and then we just cut it at the column. That we can do. I can connect these two guys. I can connect these two guys, make them friends. Please. Oh, fuck. Fine. Obviously, there's one hidden there. No. Okay, if we do that, right, in theory, now they are a single object. $22 is a lot, but yeah, it's probably the perimeter here is 22. This perimeter is 22. Talking with the grunted priest and flying by the big window back to them in the temple is more cinematic. Oh wow. I understand what you're saying, but then where do they enter? Because there is no... You mean that they enter from the top? Like we open something here? Or here? I mean, it's a bit weird, but yeah, we could have a beam of magic, you know, that goes from the top of Gog into the temple if this temple is at the back. Or maybe we can put this temple on another stalactite, you know, this could be on another fallen stalactite like Gog. So this is sitting on another stalactite just next to Gog. That would be very nice. And this would be the extension of the temple. Maybe. 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 Now in theory we can leave it like this, even if it's going through the thingy, right? Because we don't really care in theory that it's going through. We don't. I mean, if you want, I can delete this. So at least it's not visible there. Right? And I can probably also delete the other one that is inside, because there are some that are inside and completely useless. Okay. Oops, I left something. I hope I didn't delete anything else. Yeah, so now we can say, oh, this thing and this thing, right? This thing and this thing go together. And now we can have double of this. And this double goes on the other side. The space in the middle is really huge, right? It's really huge. Space in the middle is insane. What is this? Huh? What? Ah, it's the rock. Because they are made, it's made of pieces. Okay, fine. Maybe we can bevel it. Maybe we can bevel it so it becomes... I mean, it looks like nice instead of looking wrong, right? Because at the moment, this thing looks wrong, right? But looks wrong because there is not enough bevel. You see? There is not enough bevel, and so it doesn't look like a separate stone like there, right? Like it is there. It looks more like a broken piece. So maybe what we can do, we have to think about it a bit. But a better idea would be to bevel this. Right? There is so much geometry, boys. Yeah, to bevel this so it becomes a feature instead of an annoyance. Yeah. So to do something like that. And I would say do the same also on the other side. So that... I mean, if it's possible, because I see that this actually is... That is going inside. No. How it is possible though? These two rocks are going one inside the other. In a stupid way. Huh? It seems to me that there is right, that this face is overlapping. Yeah, I think it is. I think this thing, I think this thing is really overlapping, boys. There is a mistake, right? This rock here is off inside the other rock. Grrrr. And I think the reason is that the top, right? You see that the top is actually correct, but this bottom is not correct. Ay. Hey, here, or we move this side more to the left, but I think it's exactly the same problem, right? Because this one goes, if I select this, yeah, that one goes up, right? Like everything else. So they are really overlapping. That's the problem. They really overlap in a stupid way. They really overlap in a stupid way. Now, if I take the face, right, like this, if I take this face and I move it, no, and I move it, doesn't care, eh? Doesn't care because there are all these other faces. Yeah, well, pretty much, right? Pretty much. What we have to do, we have to move this face. We have to move this to the inside a bit. I mean, it's not much because they are actually touching, but not by much. But we have to do that. It's kind of annoying though. It's kind of annoying. Let's try to do it vertex by vertex. I think is the only solution. Because the problem is here, right? The problem is where we connect with the top. Because my fear is that I move this now and yeah. It is so annoying. Let me check 1 second this block. Whoa, how the fuck is made, because it's all wrong, boys. It's all wrong. This block is all wrong. Yeah, it's done in a stupid way, you see. It's done. Apart from the fact that it's also not completely closed. Yeah. But apart from that, it's also stupidly made. I think I will do this and then we will see. But yeah, but the top, I think now will be broken, right? Because they are designed to go one inside the other like that. Yeah. They are designed to go to touch, right? To touch. They are designed to touch. Okay, like this is not too bad, apart from that. We can reduce though without too much trouble. I think we'll be the same mess on the other side, by the way, because this thing is probably mirrored. Yeah, but on the inside now we can, you know, we can bevel this. And I think it may, oops. I think it may actually work now. There is something not correct here. I don't know what happened. I thought that we had this separated, right? But it seems it's not. Why is not? Because his ending is still super far to the front. Bro, too many lines, too many lines. Going crazy with this. Too many lines. You know what I will do? I will do this. So if I take this and well, actually it's already beveled, as you can see, because there is already a, but I think we should bevel it again. I think if we take this, we move it a bit to the back, right? We move it a bit to the back, and then we bevel it a bit, right? And now we unhide the other one. They should look like they are kissing each other, right? That is the effect that we want to get. There is my bevel. Wow, I thought it was way less than that, but fine. And we will have to retexture it a bit, but fine. Well, yeah, that may have been, that may fuck up a bit, but it's anyway inside, so we don't see it, right? So we don't care. We care only that these two bevel are visible. That's the only thing that we care. And potentially is more like this than like that. So that is more visible, right? That the bevel, exactly, that the bevel is more visible. It is the only thing that we care, and then we will have to redo it. Okay, so now, yeah, now you see a fissure, right, of the two stones, and I think it looks more natural than before. A bit more natural. Now the UV is completely off. Unfortunately. What the fuck? That is the... Is this the surface that we are using? No, that is the light map. Yeah, exactly. No, that was impossible, actually. That would have been impossible. Impossible. Yeah, but it's quite off, as you can see. It's quite off. That is that, that is that, that is that. That is that, so that is the opposite. Oh my god, I can probably just retexture it, but I don't understand. But anyway, fuck it. I don't want to spend time on this. It's okay. I mean, let's just make it, even if it's not contiguous, I don't care. Let's just make it that it's not zero space, right? So just that, and then it's fine. Even if it's not contiguous, I don't care. As long as this looks decent, right? It's fine. It's just a border. Okay, nice. So that border we fixed. I think we have exactly the same problem on this side, probably. No. Well, I assume so, though. It is slightly different, though. So it's not exactly the same. Nope. I don't know why. Because there is already a kind of a bevel for a piece, right? There is a kind of a half bevel there. You see, this vertex here is already... Well, not really. But yeah, what we want to do, we want to bevel this. Right, and make it slightly more interesting, and potentially move it a bit on the Y. And then we want to unwind this brother. Wow, this brother is completely fucked. To unwind significantly. To unwind significantly his brother. Yes, exactly like that. So that now we can also bevel this side. Right? And now we can have that effect of the two rocks looking at each other, right? Okay, nice. I think like this is okay. The only thing that we have to take care of is the UV. Bro, what are you doing? Please. Okay. Just have to watch the UV of those pieces. Huh? No UV? Where are they? They are so small they're not visible. Ah yes, they are so small they're not visible. Okay, so we just give it a bit of space, right? So that, I mean, they're probably all broken, but fine. Again, I don't want to spend too much time on that. Yeah, but now at least we have that effect, right? If the rock is you see, is kissing, two rocks are kissing each other. Attacking the trees by flying a big window back at them, the temple is more similar. If you drop the temple on top of a mountain with a long fly, people like to fly. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree that people like to fly, so maybe we can do it. I don't understand why all of this is not beveled, right? I don't know why. All the corners are broken. I mean, broken. let's say rough, right? All the corners are rough, so they've not been beveled in any way, while we would like to have them beveled. Okay, so why I did all of this? Ah, yes, because I was doing that, right? I was doing this, so I was moving this thing. Just a second, I hear some pings and pongs, but I hope it's not for me. Who's pinging here and there? No. That's fine. That's fine, boys. So yeah, my idea is if we, I mean, here we should have some stairs, right? Here we should have some stairs, because like this is not, it's not gonna work. Like this is not gonna work. So I have to do what? I have to cut and then boom, boom, boom. I don't know. I think I have to cut. Now, how do I cut in a way that is actually correct? Well, I can cut on the X. Oh, wow. He was there. So we can cut like this. And then we can cut like... No. We can cut like... We can move it. We can move it later. Right? We can have a cut like that. And we can move it slightly left or right. That is not a big deal. Right, to have it more centered like this. And now the problem is what? Well, the problem now is that or we move this down, or we move this down, or we move this. Or we move this like that, and this becomes the first step, and this gets deleted. Huh? What? What did I do wrong? Yeah, it will be a bit broken at the beginning, but then it will get better. Yeah, the problem is that the cut... Why the cut was so stupid? I cut on the X. Why the cut is so stupid? I don't understand. I mean, the stair will never be like this, right? What do you mean? Huh? I mean, at the maximum, it can be like, no, in both ways it looks stupid. I mean, it needs to be vertical. There's no way. I don't understand why this... We said a cut on the X, right? And he actually did it super stupid. What is the problem here? I mean, that is not the X, unless my building is not horizontally aligned. No, but my building is horizontally aligned for sure, no? I mean... Wait a sec. Yeah, exactly. So, what the fuck? Why did it this way? I don't understand what I'm looking at. I don't understand what happened. Maybe I should have done it from this perspective and it was easier. But yeah, we fucked up something. But fine. We can fix it like this. Okay, so now the point is, what becomes a stair, right? This becomes a step. I think it's still a bit too high, but I don't know why it's doing that. I don't know why it keeps the top. I think we will have to copy this on the other side because I have zero willingness to redo it. Zero! I have zero willingness to redo this on the other side, my boys. Like zero. Oops. Okay. So, may not be perfect, but anyway, it's a kind of a stair inside of that. Well, now, here it doesn't really look like a stair, huh? Here it doesn't look like a stair because there is no vertical, right? So do I have to extrude it again on the X just a bit and then make this the same X as that? Probably. Okay. Maybe there is a better way to do this, but this kind of works. I mean, the steps are all different from each other. No! Well, the steps are, yeah, the steps are significantly different from each other, but I would say that now we can tweak each individually if we want, right? Because we can do this, right? We can do this, and we can bring them back to a normal thing, or no? Maybe. I hope so. Yeah, we'll copy this to the other side because I don't want to redo this. I don't want to redo this on the other side. It would be insane. Can we make these steps looks pretty much the same or not? Hello, who joined? Hello, Sarah 3D. Hey, welcome, welcome. Thank you for the follow. We are butchering this thing. No, we are trying to add a stair to this temple because we want this temple in game somehow. But at the moment life is hard. Why? Why is doing that? Why? Because I split the wrong. Ah yes, because I subdivided the wrong one. That's why. Okay, now it should be fine. Oh, we have to do it on this side as well. Bro, this freaking clip is going to make me crazy. I don't know why there is the default clip, right? At 0.71. I don't know. Okay, so now in theory, no, it didn't work. Please, can you put them together? Thank you. So now in theory we have yeah, we have a better chance to make these steps like steps. To make these steps. And also to make them equal. No. To make them equal in sides. Not that it's super important, but anyway, I think it would be nice, right? That they are roughly... Bro, no matter what I do, these sides are always separated. Even if I told him to merge them already 20 times. Well, maybe I did the other steps. Possible. Very possible. Okay, so we have a sort of stair. Which I think is okay. Now we will have to somehow unwrap that. But that's fine. We will have somehow to unwrap this, but it's kind of fine. Fuck. Okay. I was working on the light map. I had the light map selected. In fact, it was not changing. It was like, why? I was like, why? So this temple is the temple of one of the most important gods in the game. We have two of them. And this is one of the two. And we already have the temple of the other guy, because the temple of the other guy is the big building that is sitting in the middle of the main city. So this would be... Why still shows broken? Why? Why sometimes he's saying that he's closing things and then he's not? Like that. Okay. Yeah. And if you want to see the temple from the outside, it looks pretty much like... Wait. Pretty much like this. Right? I mean, now you see it without lights, without shadows, so it's very brutal. But it will look better than this when you have shadows and everything. And we may also bevel a few things more. My face is stuck. Wait a second. Okay, my face is moving again. So yeah, this is the outside of the temple, and these are the magical glyphs on top of it. What the fuck? Oh, I did it on the other side. I was like, what? We lost it. I think that for now, these are okay like this. Okay. Yeah, so the idea is to have this two things blocking, right? And then the stair. Now, do you think I can replicate this on the other side without going crazy? Yeah, I can duplicate mirror and see what happens. If I mirror this thing on the global X, boom, and then I have to remember to flip the normals, because for whatever reason when you mirror everything goes crazy. And now in theory we should be able to substitute this guy with that guy, right? In a seamless way. Hopefully. Yeah, something like this. Maybe. Okay, nice. Okay, so we have the stairs on both sides. Now, they're not very visible, I have to say, but... Are they correct or not? They look like inside out. I think we should reset the... I mean, they're not very visible unless we make the horizontal a different stone, which we can, by the way. But if we do it, then we will have to do a bit more than that, right? Because if we just do this and we make it a stone too, I think it would look stupid because we don't have enough. Yeah, because there is no border, right? So we have to bevel it again, and we can think about it. But I don't know, maybe like this is better than no. What do you think? I mean, I can even do the wall thing, but then we lose again the contrast of, right? I can do... But yeah, then we lose the contrast completely again. I don't know, we may improve these steps, right? We may actually make them 3D and bevel them, and maybe we can improve them, maybe. But I think that I kind of like the fact that they are a different color. Okay, nice. Now the door. The door. So the door was originally only like this, and we can leave it like this if we want. But my idea was maybe to make it slightly more interesting. Now these pillars, I don't know if these pillars are actually too polished compared to the rocks, right? Because this temple is very rock-like, right? And maybe these ones are too nice. I don't know. In terms of style, what do you think? I mean, I can delete them. I can have just a square, but I don't know if I'm doing damages instead of good, right? I mean, in theory I could delete that and leave and obviously increase this and make it just a stone without pillars, right? I can make it like this, more heavy, less refined. I don't know. But then we have a number of problems. One, that this thing is too thin, but this should be easy to solve because we just you know, move it all. like that. How much is needed, right? I don't know how much is needed, but we can. And then the second problem is the vertical, right? The problem is this vertical thingy, because actually it's not the same shape that we had here, and so now it's bumping into the top. Can I make it flat? Yes, I think so. I can scale it on, well, I don't know. I can. I can put like here a thingy, and then we can scale it only vertically. And so you see it's becoming that shape, right? Is it a good idea? I don't know. So this was the original. I don't know if I really like the arch being so squatted. No! Can also do slightly less. I don't know if this thing fits with the rest of the ideas right here. I think it doesn't fit too much, actually. Slightly better. These three arches, what do you say? Because they are kind of different style, right? From everything else, right? You see the difference between this and this? They are like different style. I think it clashes a bit too much. I mean, I'm tempted to remove one round, and but I don't know if it's a good idea. I'm tempted to remove like one round, and then if I remove one round, oh, by the way, it is full inside and outside. Holy shit. Even the smaller circles are full inside. I mean, why? You crazy? Just want to waste your CPU, huh? Your GPU. Okay. Things about the same, so still doesn't fit too much. Okay, we can leave it like this. I mean, it is a bit... The only problem is that I would like to delete all the millions polygons that are completely useless, right? So all of this, right, is completely useless. I mean, not this, the one that is inside, right? All this from here to there, because it's actually invisible. It's inside the... No. This, right? Yeah. And the same for this, right? I understand that no one cares about performances, apart from me, but you know, when you see hundreds and hundreds of useless faces, you're like, well, maybe we can delete them. Okay, let's leave it like this. And yes, it will look better in game because there will be all shadows that now they are not present, right? So I think this is making probably a better entrance portal than what it was before. I'm still a bit mixed feelings about this. Notable game today? Yes, we have it, but at 9:30, so we have time. At 9:30. These lines, bro. Okay. Now, what do we put inside the temple? So we have a number of items that we can use, right? We have these benches. We have... we can add more stuff. I found some good pieces, like for example this fire pit and this fireball. I think they are kind of cool. Maybe they are too big, I don't know. This one follows like the same pattern of the 4 pillars, which I guess we have to dismantle. Because in our case, and I don't understand what are these things. I don't know, just cubes that they decided. In theory are the ones that are keeping the ball in place. I see. Well, then they are wrongly made. I mean, they should be, you know, like this. I don't know. Yeah, like this. They should be like that, right? Something like that. As long as it doesn't enter. Yeah, something like that. But I like this piece. I think it's cool. I don't know about these 4 columns. I think they look very weird for our architecture here. I mean, they are nice, but they look weird. I mean, I think the 1 column is more than enough. So maybe what we can do, we can delete 3 columns. Oops. They are merged. No, they are merged. Why? Fuck. Yeah, they are merged, my boys. Oh no! Yeah, is half of a column. No. No. I have to redo it. Wow, that's annoying. That is very, very annoying. But I really think that 4 is out of our style in this temple, and we can maybe reuse it with 4 in another place, but definitely... Oh shit. Definitely not here. That... Come on. Why you want to be annoying at all costs? Huh? Why you want to be annoying at all cost? Why? Because this is somehow, you know, linked to... The problem is that this column is now half a column. If we cut it exactly in half and then we mirror the other side, I think we have it, no? Wait a second, because this thing at the bottom is like making me crazy. Huh? What do you mean UV? Bro, it's all same material. But anyway, if we do this and we cut our thing in 2, right? And then we take this off and we duplicate it and mirror it and join it. Uh-oh. What the fuck? Yes. Exactly. Exactly. Do I have face correctness? No. Is this a column? I think it is. Now, obviously, because it needs to be annoying, otherwise cannot do it. Okay. Now, 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 now. Now, 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 now. Now, 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 now. Now, 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 now. Bloop. Bloop. Okay. I think it's better. I think it's better. I think it's better, and I think we can use it this way. I mean, it's very big though, but anyway. When is the last time that I saved? 2 hours ago. Oh my god. Probably never. Probably I never saved. Can you believe it? I never saved until now. Well, there is the auto recovery anyway. Blender, if it crashes, it has the auto recovery. But still, you know, it's kind of risky. It's kind of risky business. Now, the material of this, I really have no idea. We will... what? Just a second. Just a second. Okay, someone was calling me, but it was nothing important. Let me just do a quick check. Oh, we are upside down. Why we are upside down? That everything is, yeah, properly not back facing. Okay, so we can use that. We can use this, and we can use that. My idea is to use it. My idea is to use these pieces. Now, I don't know if I want them, for example, I don't know, here or where, right? Don't know if I want that there, but yeah, there could be a big fire or a big magical effect there, right? I think it makes sense. We can have one. Now the problem is the altar, because here there should be an altar of some kind, right? So it's impossible that we don't have a sort of altar or something. And there can be benches, yes. Even if this bench, I think they exaggerated a bit with this bench. I don't know. They made it super duper with thousands of lines. I don't know. I'm gonna destroy it. Gonna destroy it right now. I don't know. Should we destroy it or no? I mean, it depends. If we place like 50 of those, right? And we save 1,000 polygons, 50,000 polygons. So it is what I'm saying. So that is 50% of what it was before. It is 50%. So is it destroyed? Probably a bit, yes. It is a bit destroyed, yeah. Because all these roundings, right, are no more round. While here they are round. I mean, or we remove we can also do another thing. We remove this bevel, or we just leave it as it is, but you know, in theory, this bevel is completely unnecessary, right? But is that really going to make any difference? I don't know. I mean, it's nice, right? But it is below. I think it's not gonna make any difference, actually. It's impossible to select, though. Ah! It is possible. I mean, if you want to have like 50 of those things, right, we could delete this thing, which is a minimum border, which is just added there for fun, but is it really making any difference on the design? I would say no. Right? So we could kill this, and then by consequence, oh, by the way, they have all the inside. You real? Ah, because they have that side. Ah, okay, because they want that to be okay, fine. So in theory, we could do this, right? We could do this, and then we could just join this in the middle, right? 1 and 1, 1 and 1, 1 and 1, 1 and 1. We do the same on the other side, and then we copy. Is it worth it? I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it. I mean, if you want to have hundreds of them, I think it's worth it. If we place like 5, it's definitely not worth it. Because if you are saving like 5,000 polygons, makes no difference. If we save like 50,000, then yes. It is more of a test than anything else, but I mean, I think it is not really adding much, right, to the model. I mean, obviously it's making it nicer, but you know, the nice part of this model is this shape, right? Not the small border in the middle. So you know, I don't know. What do you think, guys? Doing something useless? Doing something useless, huh? Yeah, but if we repeat it, you know, 50 times, it's 50,000 polygons. You may say, oh, who cares? Unreal Engine can render 5 million polygons. Well, I mean, in theory can. In practice, depends a bit. very quiet, huh? Yesterday was the quietest stream I ever did. Like, no one said anything for 3 hours. It was a bit scary, actually. I mean, I don't mind working alone, but... Well, but Sarah said hello, so she's nice. Sarah, where are you? I don't think you are here, but in case you are here, what are you making in 3D? What 3D are you working on? What 3D stuff? What program? Okay. I don't know why, but I have the feeling that this thing is... But I really like the shape. The shape is super cool. Shape is super cool. So in theory, if we just copy the leg, right, on the other side, we are done, right? And we can use it. There are 3 million overlapping faces here. Don't know why. Look at that. There are millions of faces inside that no one is using. What the fuck? Okay, that I have to keep. Okay, I understand. And this I have to keep. Okay, so in theory, it's just those faces here. No, not even. Just the one at the top that I deleted. Yeah. Still. 4 faces less. Easy. Yeah, the rest is needed. The rest is needed, my boys. So if we do what? If we delete all of this, no. If we duplicate all of this, and we duplicate it without face correctness to stick to this guy, right? And then we hide it. And then we select all of this and we delete it. And then we unhide. Now we have our... let me see how many polygons we are. 990. 990 from 2000 and something. And it's basically identical. Okay, nice. I like this. So this will be our bench. Now the question is, where do we want these benches to be? And what do we do with the altar? Because the problem is the altar, guys. The problem is the altar. What is this thing? This thing is a UCX. It's collision mesh. We don't need. So the question is, in this mess of a temple, right? Assuming that yes, we put that thing there, and so this means that we also put a similar one on the other side, right? That's fine. Just because symmetry is always nice. And that is okay, right? Then what do we do? What do we do here? We have a statue. A statue would be very nice. And what do we do? And what do we do? This portal is still annoying me a bit. And what do we do with the benches? I mean, how is this thing divided, right? How is this thing divided? exactly. How is this space divided? That is what I don't know. How is this space divided? Guys, can you help me? How is this space divided? There's a lot of space. Because a character is as big as this. There is a player, right? There is the size of a player. What the fuck? I did rotation 000 and he is back to what it was. Okay, fine. So we could have, you know, a bunch of I don't know. Do you think if I give the top view to ChatGPT and I ask it to put stuff into it, it will do it or not? Like there is the let's try ChatGPT. I have made a temple in 3D, but I don't know how to but I need to decide the layout inside the temple. This is the view from the top where the entrance is in the south corner, in the south side of the picture. There are 2 railings, right? There are 6 columns. There are 2 aisles. Yeah, there are 2 aisles. There are 2 aisles on the sides with 3 columns and a small stair going up into the aisle. The rest I need to decide. Can you draw some options? You think he can do it? Do you think he can do it? Option 1. Classic altar-centric design for worship and rituals. Main focus altar and deity statue in the north wall, top center. Layout central wide aisle leading to the entrance straight to the altar. Rows of benches or kneeling mats to the center zone between the aisles. Side aisle used for procession and inside shrines. 2 braziers or offering bowls. Possibly raised platform behind the altar. Option 2. Arcane or astronomical temple. A central circular river flat. I have to start to cook dinner. I have to cook dinner 1 second. Give me a second. Cooking dinner. So that while he cooks, we can continue. Okay. In 25 minutes. In 25 minutes we will have dinner, and then I will go. In theory I can stay a bit after dinner until 9:30, but option 2. Arcane or Astronomical Temple? A central circular ritual platform, planetarium-like structure. Open organic layout. I think having something in the center would be a good idea. And I will tell you that probably will be also nice to have a circular stair that goes up to the second level, and we make a second level. Because we have the space. We actually have the space. The problem is... I choose the second option, and around the central magical focus point I would like to have a spiral stair that goes up. It goes up, as the ceiling of this building is very tall, and we can have a second floor. No, it broke. It totally broke. When he's saying that, most likely 90% is not giving you an image. But yeah, do we have an easy spiral stair? Can we download a spiral stair already made without going crazy? Can we? No spiral stairs for free. Ah, this one. Blender 4 geometry node stairs. Oh, you said free. Why you're not saying 9? Example showcase. This corridor setup is a free sample. Provides a glimpse. I see. No. Yeah, but basically they are using splines, right? So, I mean, we can do it as well. Oh my god, 2 advertisements of 20 seconds. I will never buy a house with your app. Never. Pretty cool, by the way. Yeah, they have just NURBS, but yeah, it seems that they have NURBS on 2 sides. While I was always thinking to have NURBs on one side, I mean a single NURB, well it seems that they have more than one, right? Which is kind of cool actually. Oh my god, look at this shit. It's crazy. Look at that. Look at that node. Look at that node. Stairs collection. Stairs collection. I mean, they come up as free, and then they are not free. I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. I don't know. From 0 to 0. A nice circular stair. This one is pretty cool actually. Desolating spiral. I fear that this one is a bit too much though. Yeah. I mean, it looks kind of bad actually. I mean, it's not bad, but there's this one. Dun, 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 dun. Made of triangles, but I think I want it to be large, more like this than like that. Maybe I can start from this one and modify it. What? I'm logged in already 20 times in this thing. Come on. I logged in like 1,000,000 times. Okay, where is this place? This place is under... this thing is under what? Okay. Too many directories, my boys. I have too many directories. Okay. This one we can close without saving. This one, I don't know why. Because we just got the character. No, we don't want to save. Okay. Can we import the fantasy temples? None of this? Because it's an OBJ. Oh wow. That's a big stair, that's for sure. That's a big stair, my friend. That's a big stair. What is this thing? Ah, they're like additional layer of shit. They're like additional layers of shit. I see. So basically it's one piece repeated, right? Yeah, it's one piece repeated. I really don't like the border, but I kind of like the problem is, I think, is that I don't know if we have enough space for something like this, right? I mean, we can think about it. I mean, the first thing I want to understand is, yeah, still too big, I would say. The first thing I want to understand is how much is going up. So how much is each of the steps? That for me is an important indicator, because I need to know zero 9. So this is very, very flat, right? Very, very, very flat, because usually we have steps of 20 or 30 centimeters, which is a lot, but let's say 20 I think is a good size. 0.9 is very, very little, right? So 0.9 is very little. So So the first thing that I will have to do, I will have to scale vertically this by 2, right? And this will make the steps 0.2. And so now the steps are a bit more reasonable for us. Yeah. These are 0.2, which is okay, Now, the side I really, really dislike, right? These sides really look like shit. Really look like shit. Now, one thing that we can do very easily is this. Right? So that it becomes a normal, well, normal, I don't know. But so that it becomes, you know, a normal side or a normal railing, right? That we can do. We can think about the, well, the sides still are shit. So, but if I do this, I think I will break it, huh? Why it doesn't do it? It's very strange. Oh? Oh no, it does do it. But the thing is winning. Why? But yeah, but to me, like, this will already be slightly better. To me, this will already be slightly better. Even if, yeah, but it maybe, I don't know. I have to look. It still looks a bit weird. It looks weird. Why it looks weird? It looks weird because this is supposed to be in another place. It's kind of very strange, actually. I don't dislike it, but it's kind of weird, right? Because the actual step. Also, why this thing is. Let me hide. I want to see what's behind that, right? Because there seems to be a fake additional step. I don't know. It's kind of strange, actually. I mean, I could put this down here. So it becomes just a slope, right? But still my... Oh. The steps are double? No, I don't understand. What the fuck? They are modeled twice. Or is that the... No, because this is the back, right? So they have a back, and then in addition to the back, they have another middle step. I don't know why, right? There is another middle step in the middle. Maybe because I brought this down now. I don't know. But you see, if I hide this, I get another middle step, which actually is not the back, because you see it's not selected. You don't have the Leonardo da Vinci stair, the double spiral. How is it? Leonardo da Vinci double spiral. Leonardo da Vinci spiral stair case. Holy shit. Huh? Ah, like this. How do you walk in this point? Ah, because it's behind. I don't know, seems to be a very crazy idea. The double helix, I don't know. The double helix seems to be a bad idea to me, Ulla. Very bad idea. I'm thinking what I want to do. If I want to start, oops, from something like this and make it better. But we really need to understand the... Oh, I did damages there. But we really need to understand the space that will be left in the middle. And I think that this stair is anyway too big, right? Is anyway, I mean, the sides are anyway too giant, right? Because our character is... Why is it so hard to find the character? Ah, because it's inside of this. Our character is... Well, probably. It's not too bad, actually. I think the size now is how we should be. I think the size now is pretty much how we should be. But I think the side border is really, really big. Right? Side border is a bit over the top. Like, I want to show you that I am a side border. Why is doing that? Because I merged it already? It's doing strange things sometimes. So one piece ends here, right? So if I hide this, you see that inside there is basically a double stair, which is insane, but there is. There is a second stair, which is not the bottom, by the way. There is a second stair that is not the bottom. So basically they did an additional bottom. They did an additional bottom. I have to be careful in deleting stuff because they did an additional bottom that I don't understand what is used for. Yeah, just to make that, you see that this is our stair, right? This is our stair. And this is the monster below the stair. So I don't think I want that monster, pretty much. That is what I'm saying. I don't think I want that monster. I may accept this part, but I don't think I want this part. Oh wow, which by the way is double as well. Or triple, or whatever. The only problem is that this doesn't have a side. I see. I'm thinking. I mean, first of all, it's too deep, right? I kind of like this idea. I kind of like this idea, but I don't know. I have to think about it a bit. I think my dinner will be ready shortly, so I will have to go. But yeah, we need I think what we can do, we can place like a spiral stair in the middle, right? In the middle of the temple. Wow, these were additional loops. Like if the one that we had were not enough. I think I like the idea of having a spiral stair here. I think it's kind of nice. But I think it needs to be smaller than that, right? I think if we reduce the sides to a reasonable level and we just place a bottom border, which is, and then we put maybe 2 pillars on the side, Now in the center we don't have a lot of space, so but we can have maybe a magical effect, you know, in the middle. My oven is calling me. My oven, hello. Okay. Okay, I'm going to dinner. It seems to be a bit big, right? It seems to be a bit big. But remember that our character is like that. And so we cannot really make it much smaller, right? So because the character needs to be able to go through properly, right? In the stair. Now we can reduce the side. Yeah, the side we can reduce. So that is smaller than that. But the center of the stair I think is correct as it is. So this side border, we're probably going to redo it. I will think about it, okay? Okay, guys, thank you for watching. I will see you tomorrow afternoon around 4 or 5 p.m. European time. Meanwhile, if you want to click on follow on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube, that's always a good idea. Remember that we have a bunch of socials available if you want to contact us, and our game is released, so you can play it and download it right now for Windows, for Linux, and for Mac. Bye-bye.